Millions adore her, countless fans sing her lyrics. But the real Dua Lipa? Almost no one truly knows her. Behind the flashing lights and platinum records lies a world of astonishing luxury that few have glimpsed. Until now. Today, we're unlocking the doors to a $127 million empire built by a woman who was once told she couldn't even sing. The story of Dua Lipa isn't just about music, it's about a refugee's daughter who transformed herself into one of the wealthiest young stars on the planet. But how did she do it? And what does life really look like when you've climbed from obscurity to owning mansions across 3 continents before your 30th birthday? Kosovo, 1992. The Balkans are burning. War forces a young rock musician named Dua Lipa and his lawyer wife Anessa to flee their homeland with nothing but hope. Their destination? London, a city that would soon witness the birth of their daughter Dua. My parents' struggle shaped everything about me, Dua once confided in a rare personal interview. They worked as waiters, bartenders, whatever it took to survive. What few people realize is that Dua's very name carries a profound weight. In Albanian, Dua means love, a deliberate choice by parents determined that their daughter would find affection in a world that had shown them so little. But the road ahead would prove far more challenging than anyone could have predicted. At age 11, a pivotal moment occurred that could have destroyed her future before it began. Young Dua, eager to join her school choir, was abruptly rejected by her teacher with devastating words, "You can't sing." Let that sink in for a moment. The girl who would eventually sell out arenas worldwide and command $3 million per performance was once deemed talentless by an authority figure. But here's where Dua's story takes its first dramatic turn. Instead of accepting defeat, she made an astonishing decision at just 15 years old. While most teenagers worry about homework and social acceptance, Dua convinced her parents to let her return to London, alone, to pursue music, while they had temporarily moved back to Kosovo. Picture it, a teenage girl surviving in one of the world's most expensive cities, subsisting on bananas and cashew butter when money ran low, working as a nightclub hostess, a model, even a door person, anything to fund her dream. "I wasn't afraid of hard work," she would later say. "I was terrified of regret." This period formed the foundation of a resilience that would later prove crucial. But what happened next would change everything. Fast forward to 2025. That same girl now possesses something extraordinary, a net worth of approximately $127 million, and it's growing at a pace that stuns financial analysts. How did she build this fortune? The answer reveals a business acumen few suspected. While many artists rely primarily on album sales, Dua's financial empire operates on multiple fronts simultaneously. Her concert revenue alone has surpassed $220 million, a figure that becomes even more remarkable when you realize the trajectory. In 2017, she earned roughly $88,000 per show. Today, over $3 million. But the true masterstroke came in 2023, when Dua executed a move that would forever alter her financial future. She gained complete ownership of all her music, recordings, and publishing rights. In an industry where artists routinely surrender these valuable assets, this single decision potentially added tens of millions to her long-term earnings. Then there are the brand partnerships that read like a luxury catalog: YSL Beauty, Puma, Versace, and most recently, a 7-figure deal with Porsche. Each contract not just enriching her financially, but strategically enhancing her global presence. What people miss about Dua, confides an industry insider who requested anonymity, is that beneath the glamorous exterior lies the mind of a brilliant strategist. Every move is calculated, but perhaps nothing illustrates her remarkable journey better than where she lays her head at night. At just 22 years old, while many of her peers were struggling to afford their first apartment, Dua made a purchase that left real estate experts stunned: a £6.75 million Victorian mansion in West Hampstead, London. But what happened next reveals volumes about her vision and determination. For 2 full years, Dua engaged in an intense battle with Camden Council over renovation permissions. Why such persistence? Because she wasn't creating just any home. She was designing a personal sanctuary with specifications that border on the fantastical. An underground swimming pool, private cinema, recording studio, steam room, and expanded basement. Today, That property is valued at £8.3 million and sits nestled among neighbors like Jimmy Carr, Sam Smith and Boy George. But London represents just one piece of her global real estate portfolio. In Los Angeles, she acquired something truly extraordinary. A treehouse, designed by legendary architect John Lautner. Situated among eucalyptus and oak trees in Studio City, its glass walls dissolve the boundary between inside and outside, creating what one architectural digest described as living within nature while surrounded by luxury. Yet it's her latest project that may be her most ambitious, a sprawling mansion currently under construction in Saranda, Albania, overlooking the Ionian Sea. After obtaining Albanian citizenship in 2022, Dua has been quietly building what local sources describe as a palace on the Mediterranean, a physical manifestation of her connection to her ancestral roots. But a house is merely a structure. What truly reveals someone's taste is what they park in the driveway. For someone who only obtained her driver's license in 2019, Dua has assembled an automobile collection that would make veteran collectors envious. At the pinnacle sites her Rolls-Royce Ghost Black badge, a $350,000 plus masterpiece, generating 592 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. A vehicle that perfectly balances imposing presence with understated elegance. Her daily driver? A Range Rover SV Autobiography, valued at $131,000. Powered by a 5.0-liter supercharged V8 engine, producing 557 horsepower. The collection continues with a Ferrari Portofino, $220,000 plus, a Jaguar F-Type V8 convertible, $103,200, and a Porsche Taycan, $84,250. The latter reflecting her growing environmental consciousness. What makes this collection particularly fascinating isn't just the vehicles themselves, but the story they tell. Her first car after obtaining her license was the Jaguar F-Type, an immediate leap into luxury with no intermediate step. It's as if, having waited so long to drive, she refused to begin with anything less than extraordinary. But perhaps the most revealing insights into Dua's life come not from what she owns, but from whom she chooses to share it with. In early 2025, headlines worldwide announced Dua's engagement to British actor Callum Turner. But what those headlines missed was the extraordinary detail behind the ring, a specially commissioned 2 to 3 carat sparkling diamond on a thick gold band, valued between $35,000 to $50,000. Sources close to the couple reveal something particularly touching. Turner consulted with Dua's closest friends and sister while designing the ring, ensuring it would perfectly capture her aesthetic sensibilities. This relationship follows a series of high-profile romances that have fascinated the public. Isaac Carew, 2013 to 2017, then again 2018 to 2019. Laney frontman Paul Klein, 2017 to 2018. And perhaps most notably, Anwar Hadid, 2019 to 2021. The younger brother of supermodels Gigi and Bella Hadid. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Dua and Anwar adopted a dog named Dexter, and the lockdown period reportedly strengthened their relationship before they eventually parted ways. What's particularly striking about Dua's romantic history is how she's maintained dignity and privacy despite intense public scrutiny, a rare feat in an era where celebrity relationships often play out like public theater. But to truly understand Dua Lipa's extraordinary transformation, we must examine the stark contrast between her current lifestyle and where she began. Consider this startling juxtaposition. The woman who now travels by private jet, sipping champagne while wearing Bottega Veneta first sets, once struggled to afford basic necessities. The daughter of refugees who fled war-torn Kosovo, Dua experienced firsthand the precariousness of displacement. Her father, once the lead vocalist of the rock group Oda in Kosovo, and her mother, a lawyer and tourism professional, were forced to abandon their careers and work service jobs to survive in London. Perhaps most poignantly, when Dua returned to London alone at 15, she experienced periods of genuine financial hardship, rationing food and taking any job available. Today, Her annual fashion budget exceeds $500,000. She collaborates with Versace on La Vacanza collection, with items ranging from $225 to $24,350. As a Chanel brand ambassador, her signature accessory, the Chanel 25 bag, is valued between $5,000 to $6,000. Her jewelry collection is equally staggering. For one date night alone, she wore $76,800 worth of jewelry as a Tiffany & Co. ambassador, including a $40,000 Tiffany lock bracelet and a Panthère de Cartier watch, valued between $21,000 to $23,100. At the 2023 Met Gala, she wore Tiffany diamond jewelry worth an estimated $10 million. But amid this opulence lies something unexpected, a commitment to giving back that reveals the true character beneath the glamour. In 2016, alongside her father Dukogjan, Dua established the Sunny Hill Foundation, personally donating €100,000 to support charities, cultural organizations, and music schools in Kosovo. Her work with UNICEF, particularly focusing on Syrian refugee children in Lebanon, stems directly from her family's own experience of displacement. She is also a regular supporter of the Elton John AIDS Foundation. "When you've experienced hardship," Dua once explained, "you never forget what it feels like. Success means nothing if you can't use it to help others." This commitment to social responsibility provides a compelling counterbalance to her luxury lifestyle, suggesting a depth of character that transcends material wealth. But even dedicated fans might be surprised by some lesser-known aspects of her life. Few people know that Dua Lipa possesses an extra tooth, a fact she's proven with X-rays, or that as a child, she maintained a blog called Dua Daily, where she shared style tips and recipes. She has an uncanny ability to spell complex words, confidently spelling pterodactyl letter by letter in an interview without hesitation. Ironically, despite her global stage performances, she detests karaoke. At 15, she was nearly arrested in what she calls the soap bubble incident, accidentally soaking a police officer with soap bubbles. And as a child, she seriously considered changing her name to Amber because she thought it would be easier for people to pronounce. These intimate details offer glimpses into the personality behind the global phenomenon, a young woman whose extraordinary journey continues to evolve in unexpected ways. As we look to the future, all indicators suggest Dua Lipa's ascent is far from complete. Financial analysts project her net worth could exceed $200 million by 2027 if current trajectories continue. Her concert earnings show a staggering progression, from $88,000 per show in 2017 to over $3 million in 2024. Her Future Nostalgia tour generated $101.4 million, while her current Radical Optimism tour has already surpassed $112.3 million in revenue. With complete ownership of her musical catalog secured in 2023, her passive income streams are positioned to grow exponentially with each passing year. As our journey through Dua Lipa's extraordinary world comes to a close, we return to where we began, with a refugee's daughter who transformed herself into a global icon. From being told she couldn't sing to commanding millions per performance. From struggling to afford food to owning mansions across continents. From the child of war refugees to a philanthropist helping displaced children. Her story transcends the trappings of wealth, becoming instead a testament to resilience, vision, and the power of unwavering self-belief. Today, as she travels between her London mansion, Los Angeles treehouse, and forthcoming Albanian coastal estate, Dua Lipa stands as living proof that sometimes, those who face the greatest obstacles early in life develop the strength to achieve the most extraordinary outcomes. The real Dua Lipa, beyond the glamour, beyond the chart-topping hits, is something far more profound, a masterclass in transformation that continues to unfold before our eyes.